everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Hannahcorn, and in today's video we're going to be doing a very exciting unboxing of a pre-order I have in here from Right Stuf. As you guys probably know by now, Right Stuf is a US retailer. I've done a few orders through them in the past, including my Saber Altar by Amakuni and my Gojo Satoru by Eastream, which I will link those up above. So far, I've had nothing but good experiences through them. I'm very happy with the orders I've had. Their shipping does cost a little bit more to Canada, but their shipping costs more because the duties and customs and everything are included. So that's nice, just having your figures ship out, arrive to your door, and you not having to pay customs in order to get your package. So that's nice. Got that set in here. This is one of my most anticipated pre-orders of this entire year. I've been waiting for this figure for a long time. Her aftermarket has just skyrocketed. I mean skyrocketed. So when I saw they were doing a re-release of this figure, I jumped on it immediately. I knew I had to have her. She is one of my all-time favorite characters. With that said, let's get on into unboxing her. So guys, just a quick little thing to note. This figure here was delayed by a few months. I think she was supposed to release in August of this year, and she ended up coming out like very end of October, I think. It is now November when I'm receiving her. So just cutting as best as I can here. Alright, so just opening that up there. So, on the top here, you can see all of this packing paper that they always pack their stuff in. Taking that out. Then I'll just take the figure out here. It is wrapped up in tissue paper here. So I will remove that in just a second. Alright, so just taking my scissors here. I'm going to cut the tape on top and then probably just rip the rest off. So at this point, I think you guys can see what we've got here. Yes guys, this is the Zero Two rerun. School uniform version from Darling in the Franxx. 1/7 scale figure by Aniplex. This figure is based off of a scene in the outro, which matches with a figure of Ichigo that I have from a different company. But it's nice that they go together, so I'm super happy to have her picked up so I can display those two together. I personally am a fan of both Zero Two and Ichigo. Zero Two is my favorite, but I still love Ichigo. I know actually, I feel like a lot of people that love Zero Two hate Ichigo. Not me. Yeah. I love them both, so I will be showing my Ichigo with my Zero Two later on in this video. So guys, I got her in the same order that I ordered that Gojo Satoru. Again, I'll have them linked up above earlier or over here in the video. And because I had them combined, shipping was delayed for that Gojo for a while. They ended up shipping him quite recently here though. Like literally, they waited so long that they just ended up shipping him, and then unfortunate for them, the Zero Two came in like literally a few days after I got my Gojo, so they could have waited a bit longer, but I'm kind of glad they didn't. So I didn't have like a massive box with these two, and I could do like 2 separate videos quite easily this way. Get one big box out of here and then move on to the next. So I got her for $223.98 US. Of course I paid with Sezzle, but it was for both Gojo and Zero Two, so it was quite expensive still. That said, super happy I got them, and as soon as I saw her, I knew I had to have her. And her resale values were going so high. I think people were paying like $700 to like $1,000 for her in Canadian dollars on resale. Like, I think I saw someone, once they announced the rerun, that someone had just paid $700 for theirs. So that's unfortunate for them, but if you guys were missing out on this figure and you have a chance to grab her, I would highly recommend grabbing her now while you can, because her resale is definitely going to spike. Again, after a while of this rerun being out. Zero Two is just such a popular, iconic character. All of the Darling in the Franxx figures have pretty high resale values, so if you have a chance to grab her and you want her, I definitely recommend getting her sooner rather than later. But yeah, with that said, I'll show you guys the box a little here. It was much smaller than I was expecting, especially after getting that Gojo. He was in a giant box from Right Stuff, so when I saw the box, I was kind of concerned. But yeah, they just have her packed really nicely in here, which you don't see with a lot of figures lately, obviously. They most of the time have ginormous boxes that don't need to be that big, so I'm actually pretty happy with this small box here. It'll be way easier to store the box and save it than having the massive ones. So yeah, so far I love the look of her. With that said, let's get on into actually unboxing her and posing her so you guys can see what she looks like and how she will look next to my Ichigo. Alright guys, so first up, as always, just cutting the tape around the edges of the box here. Then I'm just going to open it up here. Carefully sliding Miss Zero Two out. Alright, so I've already trimmed around the edges of the blister pack here, so all I gotta do is take that off. So, pulling out Zero Two here first. I think her sculpt is absolutely beautiful. I love her hair. And I love how they took the scene from the outro. That is such a good idea for a figure. She's got her awesome bag there. The flow of her scarf, her blouse, her shirt, her skirt. I love her pose. And I love Zero Two, so this is absolutely perfect. They did a great job on her face and her hair. So far, super happy with how this is looking. Alright, and the next part, which I think they packed this in here excellently. They poured like a big, base and have it take up like a gross amount of room. So super happy with Aniplex for that. This base looks absolutely great. It looks like, yeah, they used like real metal wire here for that, so that's great. Here are the metal pegs, which Zero Two goes into. The flat black isn't bad, obviously it's a bit cheap looking, but I don't care because this whole industrial situation base is why I love this figure so much. With that said, let's get on into assembling. So guys, as I mentioned before, the main pegs are at the bottom here, and then the other ones are just up top here, so I have to line it up so that her bottom foot goes into these pegs here, and the top one goes into those top pegs, which I do have to like stretch her foot out a little bit in order to get that. Alright guys, here she is all assembled. Let's move on into the close-ups. Alright guys, so because I have Zero Two out here, I of course had to bring out my Ichigo so I can show you guys these two side by side, as they're kind of in a sort of set from the outro. Obviously they're made by different companies, but quite clearly these two are made to go together. They look so good side by side here, and I will be displaying them in the detail together. Let me know what you guys think of them down below. Alright guys, so my final thoughts on this Zero Two are that I absolutely love her. I think she turned out fantastic. I love her hair and like all of the motion that is in this figure, her pose, and the base is obviously so epic. Such a good scene to make a Zero Two figure out of. I'm really happy with her, and you know, obviously I'm so happy to have more Zero Twos in my collection. Let me know what you guys thought of her down below. And of course, I think that she looks amazing next to Ichigo. Displayed together in the detail, they're going to look so freaking good. I'm so happy I have them both finally here. Yeah, so freaking happy about that. But let me know what you guys think of them down below. Alright guys, that is everything for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give this video a like, comment down below, subscribe to the channel. It would mean a lot to me. Obviously, I am so freaking happy to have this Zero Two finally in my collection, and to have not had to pay the absolutely ridiculous aftermarket prices for her. So yeah, Zero Two is obviously one of my favorite characters ever. I've mentioned this like a million times on this channel. So I'm ecstatic to have this figure of her in my collection. Let me know if you guys have her, got her on the re-release, if you already had her from her original, or if you had to pay the aftermarket prices for that original release. Let me know what you guys think of her down below, and yeah, if you guys want to see more of me, please feel free to go check out my TikTok and my Instagram, both linked down below. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!